In order for your students to each have their own recognizable Gmail account that you can easily organize, I have created a document on my documents here, which I've actually posted to the website as a printable handout. Each of my students received this. It was step-by-step instructions for creating a Gmail account with a very specific labeling model. And this is how I had them do this. I had them put in their first name with a dot, and their last name initial only with a dot, and then the period that I had them with. It would look something like this. See, I have Lily and her last name initial, and I have her for third period. Then they would verify it, and if for any reason it was not verifiable, there were too many Lilies, then they would their middle name, continue with the last name initial and the period. This I have never had a problem with. I then instructed them to create a password that they could remember and for them to write it down, but for them to also include it in their very first email to me to establish a link. That way I would have a record of it if they should forget it. You'll recognize this from when you created your own Gmail account. And the students will do this very, very quickly. This is the world they live in. I also gave them a checklist at the end of the instruction, a reminder of what I wanted them to include in that first email. I wanted them to write, "I am here in class today," and of course that will be dated with each of their emails. To also include their first and last name, the name they wish me to call them, and the password that we've just discussed. Their parents' first and last names, parent or guardian emails, that I would verify it, and their primary home number and their parent's cell number. The office will have all of this, so this is somewhat redundant, but it does give the information to you right away, and then you'll be able to organize it and keep it safe. I also invited them to let me know about anything else that was extremely important. So they each got a handout. Let's go on back, click on Doc Home to take you back. And here you can click on the Gmail. I want to show you something. Remember Jack Lloyd? Well, he emailed me and he established a link. Look, because he emailed me, Google Docs and Gmail automatically put him right into my contact list. This is how I will organize him. Let's go over here to Contacts. Go down to All Contacts. There's Jack Lloyd. Click on him, and you'll see that I have added him. Jack Lloyd, he's in my fourth period, and I have added him to my groups that I created, Period 4, Intro to Genetics and Ecology. And this is how I created him. I could have added him one at a time, but I did not need to. Gmail added him for me when he emailed me, and that will happen with each and every email that you receive. But I created a group, and I was able to cluster individual email addresses into a recognizable group. Click on this. I have a few students who've created a lunchtime study group. That is how you would create a group. And then, of course, you go to your contacts, click on that person, that email, go over here to groups, and you would add them. And you would choose the group that you want to add them to. And in this case, we've already added him. I could remove him if I wanted to, but he's already in my 4th period Intro to Genetics and Ecology. Pretty nifty, huh? Let's go to my inbox. I can add a star if I wanted to remember a specific conversation. I could star, and that way I would always remember that it's something I had to get back to. If I have sent any emails, there'll be a record, and all of my contacts will be right here. And again, I can organize them by the periods, by the friends, families, or coworkers. I can add in individuals, which I don't need to if they send me a link, or I can add them to a group. And this will be an excellent way of saving your time. You will never, ever have to add email addresses one at a time. Isn't that great?